everybody. Thanks, you guys, so much for submitting all your questions for Micki. Thank you, Micki, for agreeing to answer the questions. We appreciate you meeting with us.
Definitely, it's going to be so much fun, and yeah, I look forward to it.
Yeah, thank you, Micki.
Yeah, and thank you for all of those who have submitted questions. That's very awesome. I love that.
First question is from Holly Stevens, and she asks, what is your favorite American candy snack so she can bring you some in Paris?
Oh, Holly. Holly is amazing. It's like every time I meet her, she has this little bag of candies with her for all of us, and she's just amazing. And just before I tell then what my favorite snack is like, last time what happened was that I actually brought the snacks home and they got eaten the minute I came in through the door by my fiance. So it was just gone. Then there was some hand sanitizer left, I think, that she did not eat, fortunately. So I think some of my favorite things from the States is like chocolate, and but things I haven't also tried before. So it's like, I think if I should have any wishes, it would be like those chocolate bars that I haven't tried, Three Musketeers bars or Baby Ruth bars, or something like that, because we have like Snickers and Mars and Bounty and stuff like that, but we don't have that much of a variety. Hershey's, well, they're amazing. I've tried those, but we don't really have as much variety of those here. So that would definitely be on the top of my list. I was feeling a little bit like an idiot, not knowing anything. Had to Google it. Had to be like, I know Skittles. Okay. M&M's, we have those. Okay.
Who was your favorite co-star to work with in The Last Kingdom, and why?
Well,
that was asked. That was by Carrie Dawes. She asked that question.
It is a really good question, but also a very hard question to answer, because all actors and actresses on The Last Kingdom are just so amazing, and I just think it's like they just must have a policy that if people are not good people, if actors are not like good people to be around, they just kill them off, because it's like I have no experience of anyone being an asshole or just even rude or anything, being drama queens or kings in any way. So it's just, people are just awesome. I must admit that because me and Ace had to just bond so much, so we just spend so much time also just bonding. And then it's like I have a special connection with him, but only because we needed to be brothers. I had to like lean so much up against him. I've listened to his voice every day on recording, because he recorded my lines for me, so I could try to imitate his accent, so it's like all of these things. I've been listening to Ace's voice every day for half a year, so it's like that does something to a man, and then it's easy to fall in love. So yeah, I hope that answered it a little bit, even though it was not really specific. But yeah, everybody was lovely, and Alexander Draymond was like amazing, but also really surprisingly amazing as a director. So yeah.
Okay, so Martin Murphy wants to know, what was your favorite part about playing your character in The Last Kingdom?
There was two things. The first thing was that my character was doing so many fun things, like through like showing up drunk to creating havoc, to falling asleep in food, to just like all kinds of things, having to carry that iron rod, which was amazing to do. But like, he was doing fight scenes, he was doing like crying scenes, he could do like everything. I had to experience so many things, and there were so many really great moments that I got to do, and that I got to act. So that was an amazing part of that character. But also because I got the opportunity to create a character that was so much a kid in a universe dominated so much about grown-ups, both mother-like features, like mother-like characters and father-like characters. So to be able to go into that kid space was very much like I was very happy and grateful about that.
Interesting. And you have to pronounce your character's name for us again.
Roger.
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 Roger is like Rocky, Rungvalter.
Oh, that's just so good.
Rungvalter.
Roger sounds good to me.
Rocky sounds good. Just call him Rocky. It was Rocky and Sicky. Nobody could remember Sigtrygger either. Nobody could say that. So yeah, Sigtrygger and Rungvalter.
So Charda wants to know, if you hadn't become an actor, what would your profession be and why?
What? It's good questions. It's like really good questions we have here today. It's not always that you get like questions that you actually have to think about. That's really good. Well, it's hard because it's like, in a way, there is a reason why I became an actor, but before I wanted to become an actor, I wanted to become an illustrator. Wanted to do like comic books. I wanted to do like illustration for books in general, and even do animation films. So I attended an animation school as well. So it was probably that I would have done. But I was also, the reason why I didn't do that was because I couldn't really sit down for like 6 or 8 hours a day just drawing. It was like I was too physical, and I just couldn't. That was taking the life out of me. So I wanted, even before that, I wanted to do some stunts, and I did that as a child. I did a lot of stunts and was very interested in stunts. So maybe I would have become more of a stunt man than I am today. Either that or it was either really physical or not physical at all. It was like, luckily I landed a little bit in between with the acting, but yeah, I think that.
Interesting answer. So we're moving on to another question by Churda. I hope I pronounced that properly. Apologies if I haven't. What other franchise would you love or have loved to be part of?
Also a good question. It's like there's so many, and there's just so many good series and so good many things out there. Well, there's like a little kid inside of me that really wants to be a superhero at some point. So, you know, being a part of like the Marvel franchise or the DC franchise isn't anything. Would just be like amazing. And yeah, I think that, or like any like other action franchises, be like Fast and Furious or something like that.
Yeah.
Also love would love to be a part of. But yeah, I think that or actually have like a little dream inside, and I'm trying to not speak it out too loudly, but I am also going to do that now because I really want it to happen. Trying to manifest it into the world. There is like a book series that's called The Reckoners Chronicles. It's like Brandon Sanderson has made this book series, which is 3 thick books plus some smaller books. And they just have an amazing story. And I was like, if that's going to be made into a series at some point, I want to play the lead character. It's like, that's what I want to do. That's the character I'm meant to do. That's really awesome. I would love to do that. And if that became a franchise or a series, then that would be the thing I really, really wanted to do.
Cool.
Good answer.
As well, we know that some books become series. So that is good.
You don't say.
Name one.
Okay, next question. Amy Withrow asked, What do you like to do when you're not filming?
Being with my daughter, being with my family, but also like it's just also, yeah, yes, that is true. But if we're going towards like a more, if I should answer more to what I think the answer the question is trying to direct me into saying, then it's like I love just still love being creative, but I still write as well. Just written a book. It's going to be published in April. But it's like here in Denmark, so it's in Danish. So would love to get it spread, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I think it's like I love just being creative. I love writing. I love also just I love working also in general. I love working as a coach. Just before locking on to this, I had a coach session. So because it's like I love coaching. I love being around people. Love what I do. So it's like I love doing that when I'm not acting. So yeah, but if it's not in any way work related, then is being with my family, being with my daughter, and I love reading books, and I'm not that good at watching movies, unfortunately. But
So what genre is your book?
actually, it's a non-fiction book. It's about stage fright, how to do stage fright. What can you say? Like you would do any other sports. Like I'm trying to make it out as like it's for everybody, just like it's like with any other kind of martial art or parkour. I'm also a parkour instructor actually, so it's like to try to dig into like how do like just a normal person do that as a regular sport thing once a week. So this is like a how-to book and how to implement it into an everyday lifestyle.
You're a very busy guy, Micki.
Thank you.
You have a great work ethos.
All right, next question is by Lorna Dennett.
Yeah.
I hope I said that right. What sports do you like, and do you prefer taking part in them or just spectating?
I have a very boring answer for that. I don't like watching sports. I don't like. I don't like watching sports. I quite enjoy doing them, but it's like, and I've never like, for example, like Denmark is like such a like. Well, you don't say football in American. You say soccer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to pronounce that correctly because at some point I accidentally said soccer, and that was not good. Soccer. But it's like we are a country that's really fascinated about that sport, and I've never watched a match ever in my life, like on a stadium. It's like, and everybody has. And it's just for me, it's just like, yeah, I've never really been attracted to sports in any way. But as I said, I've been doing a lot of parkour. Many consider that as a sport, but it's like I consider it more like a way of moving. It's like a movement technique more than a sport because there's not really any competition in it. And for me, sport is a lot about competition, and I think that's also why I'm not really interested that much in it. That being said, last time I was in the US, I went to a Yankees Red Sox game, and of course that was amazing because it is just something that you've seen on television or in movies or in like so many times. So I love experiencing new things. So I would love to go to a soccer match at some point.
It is definitely different being there too, being part of.
Being a part of it is so much different.
It's a whole new atmosphere.
But it's about the atmosphere then, and it's not about the sport, because then it's like I didn't care who won or what they did or if they were running right or left. It was more like seeing what happened amongst people when they did different things. That was what was funny. People were yelling or clapping or booing or whatever they were doing, but that was the fun part, not what the players were doing. Because yeah, I was just trying to figure it out. Actually, I didn't understand it.
What Amy Harrison, like you said, these are such good questions. She would like to know if you could act along any three actors still with us or passed on, who would you choose?
Ah, that is a really good question. It's like some part of me is like a really good question because it's also evoking like some kind of I don't know. I want to be good and say like, oh, I would love to be like working amongst like James Dean or Marlon Brando, River Phoenix, like all these like great actors. But like, okay, from the top of my head, it's gonna be I would love to work with Tom Hardy, Johnny Depp, and Dwayne the Rock Johnson. It's like those three people. I would just be like not being able to act because I would just be like starstruck. I would just be like a little headless chicken looking at them. And I think that
What
would
a
be
combination.
It's very good choices.
Yeah.
so that I think those three would definitely that would just be like a dream, like yeah, unimaginable dream come true.
I think you did just pick the next crew for the next Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah, but it would be a good.
Yeah.
It would be like a really solid, heavy movie to watch. Even though it would be light, but it would be heavy.
Definitely.
Okay, moving on. Jay Park asks, are you going to be in the TLK movie?
Such a sweet question. I promised not to say anything. I promised more to myself than anything else. But yes, I will definitely not say anything.
Okay. Okay. And that was that.
Nicely
Fair
done.
Fair enough. Okay, so Park asks, what other shows do you want to play a role in?
What other shows do I want to play? Yeah, but like a little bit the same. It would be like I would love to. It's also it's so hard. It's so hard. I think choosing something as boring as Criminal Minds. I love Criminal Minds. It's like it's been going on for like such a long time, but it's like it's so comforting to watch because you always know what's going to happen. It's going to be a bad guy, and they're going to catch the bad guy, and if they're not going to do it in this episode, they're going to do it in the future. You know, it's like they have to do it. I could stand there, looking at Shimar Moore's muscles, and then it could be nice, and that would be great. So yeah, I think something like that. And I'm also just a huge fan of also Matthew Gray Gobler because I think he's a really great artist, and I have his children's book. It's amazing. So yeah, I think that.
All right, my turn. Sorry.
Okay, I can
Thinking
talk.
about Shamar Moore. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. It was also it was not good of me to bring that up now. Just have you four and myself just sitting thinking about his muscles.
On that note, Lisa Counts wants to know, would you cut your hair for a role? And she really hopes you would not have to.
I would. It's a short answer. I would. I've been like for example in like the Last Kingdom when I went into that one, it was like I didn't know if I was gonna cut it or not. It was like Jaco, who plays Voland, he had to like he got his hair cut for that part, you know, and because they wanted him to have like a specific thing, but luckily they wanted my hair to look like Citricus hair, and that one was long, you know, so so mine fitted well into that, luckily. But yeah, definitely. I think I have also kept my long hair for a long time because I wanted to. It's a lot easier for the production to cut the hair off than it is for me to all of a sudden grow long hair.
Right.
So I think I'm sorry to say, but that's why I'm keeping it, because there are some times where I'm like, nah, no. I'm gonna have some like just short, really short hair, like Vin Diesel style at some point. Well, I'm just like, not. But yeah, who knows? Who knows?
And you have great hair, so I'm
You
glad,
do.
I'm glad that you
Do you
can.
guys also hope that I won't cut it, or are
Yeah,
you
we hope
just
you don't
hoping
cut it.
for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, on
Oh,
the subject of
consider.
hair, very quickly, there's a lot of people who love your man bun.
Oh, that's so
Yeah, well,
sweet.
we're having a little bit of a joke and saying, oh, would it be great if you could do a tutorial on man buns, Micki?
Have the easiest tutorial. Like, get a child, don't have time to shower, and wait for it to get greasy, and then you just put it up, and then it's like no fluff will happen. It will just stick there, and then you just let the bun sit there. That's what happens. It looks pretty far away, but on like if you come close, it's not pretty.
Well, Martin Murphy has another great question. And you're not allowed to say Uhtred, of course. You have played
Now it's like Voldemort, isn't it? You're not allowed to say the unmentionable. You can't say his name.
exactly.
Okay.
If you could have played any other character in TLK, which one would you have played?
Father Bjorka.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's like I
Nice.
think that character is just amazing. Or Hilde actually. I just there's something about those characters that, but also because it's like I think it's also because partly that is like I never got to interact with I haven't met the actresses and I never got really to interact in that way with them because it's like in like Carven that's doing Father Purelick is like it's a lot of I would also love to play that character, but it's just I've seen him so much up close that he's just yeah I don't know. It's like I can't really relate to it in the same way. But if I'm looking back, I would think that would be I think definitely one of those two. Also because Hilda is also she has such a great character, so brave. It's like I like when they go from being one thing to being the complete opposite, and I just think they really do.
Oh, good answer. So there's a lady called Liz Gerams, and I hope I've said that right. Can you tell us a bit about Chubbuck acting method and how you apply it to your roles?
And this is where time is going to slip. That was the question that sent up. That sent us right up. Okay, so yes, definitely the Chubbuck technique is the technique I've been using most of my time. Most of my time trying to become an actor. It's like I started out must have been like 10 years ago. The guy who introduced me is the guy who plays Guthred, the Slave King, to a Linhard. He introduced me to that. He had been my mentor for. It's been my mentor for 8 years. Must be now. And it's like I've been working with this technique with him for must have been 5 years until I got the opportunity to attend Ivana Chubbuck's personal masterclass, and then I would just work with a method, and then I got the opportunity to become a certified Chubbuck teacher. So that's also the method I'm teaching in, so I know it very well. It's just like it's an amazing technique, and it's a 12-step technique. You have 12 steps that you apply to your text, your character every time you get a job, you can audition, or just when you're doing scene work. And that's really great for me because I can get lost so much in like trying to find an animal or like dance a certain color as the character, something that's a little bit more fluffy. But here's like I really have something solid, something I can always have a go-to thing to, so I can go to the tools all the time and know exactly what I'm going to do. And it's based in psychology and anthropology, and it's very very simple. Some of the first things are that you find your character's overall objective, and that's like what does the character want in like the whole in their life, what's their journey. It's like we would, if I should have been if I'm now going to say the forbidden name, Uhtred, if I should work on his character, would try to be like, what is his overall objective in the whole series? And it's a lot linked. It's like, it is legacy. It's trying to get Bebbanburg back. It's like destiny's all. It's what it's all about. It's legacy. And then you try to go with every scene you do needs to support your overall objective. So every choice you make is gonna relate to the overall objective in some sort of way. And then you also try to find a substitution. So you try to figure out, okay, who from my own life do I need to get this from? Who in my own life do I need to often scene objectives is worded, and this is why it's so brilliant. It's always worded in a way that you're trying to get something from the other character, trying to get you to feel my pain, to get you to fall in love with me, to get you to get you to give me my power back. It's all these things where we use them all the time, but it's like it makes for me at least, and for everyone who's using this technique, it brings the ones using, the actresses, it brings them out of their own head, because we get so stuck as actors or actresses as like, oh, now I need to be sad, now I need to get angry, now I need to, oh, it's like me, and it's just like you get this, you try to express one color, and it just becomes so flat. So if you try to put it on someone else and you're just trying to get them to feel your pain, you use a variety, a whole landscape of emotion, from blame to sadness to, like, we know that when we get angry or sad, or we experience something, often we don't only, if my daughter would tell me that she didn't love me, I would get sad, and I would get angry, I would feel disempowered, I would feel like a variety of feelings. I wouldn't just get sad, I would feel so many things, and then I would try to get something to get her to love me, you know. So yeah, it's a very, very great technique that really brings in and empowers the actor, and you always go after winning. That's a very important point, is that you're always trying to win the scene. Even if you get killed, you win the scene. So you're gonna need to figure out why your character needs to get killed, for example. So you always, so that, yeah, that's very short. It's like, it's very hard. Can you explain a technique? Like, there was a couple of bullet points that does not at all justify it, but maybe someone will get an idea about what it is. So yeah, check it out. If anybody wants to become an actor or actress, it's like, yeah, definitely.
Do we have time for one more?
We have I have time, so it's like, just fire away.
Okay,
But
Florence.
there's a lunch break down here, so it's like the lunch break decides. The lunch break decides today.
I might be late.
Okay, Florence wants to know, if a movie was made of your life, what genre would it be, and who would play you?
Is that Mr. Ed?
You're not gonna get back to work today, you know that, right? You're off from now on, because I'm just gonna talk forever. No, that's also a really good, very hard question. Thanks, Florence. Well, it's like, I really would love it to be like, because I love action movies, I love when things are happening, and like I want it to be like, and it's like so male. I don't know, but I think it would be like, in many ways it would be a romantic feel-good film. I would think so. I would think with, like, there would definitely be obstacles and hard choices that would need to be made, but it's like, it's going from, like, I think my whole life is like going from a very powerful but very sensitive and emotional place. I'm very interested in emotions and sensitivity, and I want that from my relationships around me. And yeah, I think that would be it. And I have no idea who would. It's like, I'm gonna let that question go out to you guys. Who would you think should play me in a movie? It's not easy, is it? It's not really.
It's not.
Can I just say the person who I think, just off the top of my head, would be the guy who was in Musketeers. No, sorry, Versailles.
Yes.
Versailles, Rihanna, what's
Yes.
his name again?
Oh, I forgot his name. Oh,
He's got the long hair as well. He was also in Vikings.
I forgot his name. He's
Can't think of it off the top of my head. George Blagden, I think his name is.
George Blackton.
Is it?
Is it?
Are you
Is
Googling
anybody
it?
Googling?
Google.
I'll Google.
But yeah, I think he could play you definitely for your movie.
okay, let's see.
Yeah, he was in Versailles. He played really good character.
George Bagden?
That's it. Yes,
Yeah?
George Blagden.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh,
Right? That would be a good one.
Hmm.
Him?
Have you saw
Yeah,
Musketeers?
Flattering.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
We
Well,
all-
that was a good choice. That was good. I made it out to you, put it out to you guys. I don't know how to come up with that.
Very good. But
I
Deb,
was thinking, you know, the guy who was in Penelope. Who's Penelope? Yeah. Gosh, I think he's Scottish. I'm not sure. God, is James?
James McAvoy.
Yes.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
yes.
Actually, I could see that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a very also good one.
Yes.
That made me also really happy. That's really good ones you guys come up with. Like that was really nice. Nice. Okay, great.
We're kind of getting close to the end of Deb's time. So, Deb, you want to give us a little quick fire questions?
Quick fire questions. I'll try to see if I can answer as quickly as well as possible because otherwise I'll try to censor myself.
They're easy answers. You just got to choose one or the other. All right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Cat or dog?
Dog.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Hot or cold beverage?
Beverage. Cold.
Pineapple on pizza?
No.
Mountains or beach?
Beach.
And favorite season?
Winter.
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay, because that's my daughter's name.
Oh,
Oh,
That's so pretty.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is she a winter baby?
No, she was born in March, but it was like we just love the name, and then yeah, it was there's just something magical about winter, and it can be harsh, and it can be harsh, it can be beautiful, it can be everything. It's like there's so much opportunity in winter. So yeah. Yeah.
Well, we will for right now. We'll stop there for we do have some more questions, but we will maybe do another one. Maybe Micki, would you be willing to do another eventually?
Definitely think that we should do another one because I really want to answer the questions. So it's definitely. Otherwise, I will get the questions as I will just sit and do a video of myself, just post it and be like, no, I'm gonna answer them. No, but we're definitely gonna do that. It's very, very great. And so then also people who haven't submitted any questions or who have any other questions can submit it, and are very welcome to submit it, and can also it's always fun with also the hard questions. I like hard questions are good, but it was really good questions this time. Amazing.
next time we'll try to schedule it when I'm off work.
There you go.
Good idea.
Let's try to do that.
No, but I actually liked it because now it didn't sound like it was me who had to just get off as quickly as possible. I didn't set the time, you did. Your fault. Great. I can blame you.
That's okay. Blame Deb.
Blame me. It's all my fault.
Exactly. Yeah, we will definitely do this again. So again, thanks to everybody who submitted questions, and just stay tuned. We'll have more to come.
And yeah, again, thanks to all that have submitted questions. It's amazing. And thanks to you guys for have created this amazing fan club, fan pages, fan everything. And yeah, I'm just happy that people are there. I have joined them.